Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0 fans. I'm your host, Mike Spider Slayer, bringing you box number 8 of my 70 plus short box collection. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Today I am bringing you this Spider-Man short box. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it. I think it's got miscellaneous Spider-Man comic books inside. If you love this type of thing, if you love me helping you make decisions of what comic books to buy, I think you came to the right place. So why don't you consider hitting that subscribe button? So here we go, guys. We're going to dive into it. I'm doing this video a different style. I think I might enjoy it this way a little bit better, maybe easier for me, where I'm going to just pull them out and I'm going to show them to you. So the first book here we have is the Superior Spider-Man issue 1. This is the Clayton Crane variant. This is from Mutant Beaver Comics. This is 711, and I don't know, out of 1,500. So that is a really cool comic book right there. I was like, I opened this box up just briefly to see what was inside, and I noticed it was miscellaneous Spider-Man books, and I wanted to see that first comic. I'm like, damn, that's a doozy to show, right? So that's cool. And then we have the Superior Spider-Man Scotty Young variant. So that's really nice. Ah, that's pretty cool, man. So here we dive into more Superior Spider-Man. So Superior Spider-Man, that's issue 2. This is like overall a great series. I recently just bought the omnibus as well. This is issue 3, titled Power Up. So that's cool. Then we had the time when War of the Realms was going on. That's issue 4. All right. Then we have here issue 5. I do have this complete run. I don't think this whole run is in this box, though. Here we have issue 6. But at least you can appreciate all the cool covers that this series had to offer. Here is issue 7, obviously tied into that War of Realms storyline. Here is issue 8. Here is issue 9. Here is issue 10, as he's fighting an alternate version of himself. Here is issue 11. There's issue 12. It's like he's dead on the floor, man. It's pretty gruesome right there. Ooh, and then we go to Ultimate Spider-Man issue 1. So that's kind of cool. Like that right there by Brian Michael Bendis. This is issue 2. Here is issue 3. Is that Mysterio? Ooh, Ultimate Fallout issue 4, the reprints. I do have the original Ultimate Fallout. It's kept in a much safer place, and I paid cover price for it. It's when it originally came out. I had no idea this was going to be the next big Spider-Man, right? So I have this reprint. It's a Mutant Beaver exclusive. We have Spider-Man Chapter 1. This is issue 0. We have Spider-Man Chapter 1, issue 1. Homage cover. We also have issue 2 of that series. Here's issue 3 with Spider-Man fighting the Vulture. Here we have issue 4 with Spider-Man fighting Doc Ock. Here is issue 5 of that series, fighting the Lizard there. That's cool. Then we have issue 6 where he's fighting Electro. And then we have this one. Is this that manga Spider-Man or whatever this one is? I don't know. Spider-Man. I can't make this out. Yeah, it's the manga Spider-Man. I have no idea the value of this comic book. I don't even know when I got it, where I got it. But yeah, Spider-Man the manga. This was $2.99 back in the day. If you have any information on this comic, let me know. All right, and then we have Spider-Man the Venom Agenda. Didn't even remember I had this comic book. What's this one? Web of Scarlet Spider. That's issue 3. At least that's what I think it is. Web of Scarlet Spider, issue 4. We have the Amazing Scarlet Spider. Don't even know what issue this one is. I don't know. That one. That's a cool cover. Then we have Untold Tales of Spider-Man, issue 25. I remember buying this comic book at some random comic book shop. This place was a dump. It had boxes all over the floor. You couldn't even walk in the store. You couldn't even look at anything. There's like comics stacked on top of other comics. And I remember I saw this. I'm like, I'm just going to buy this and leave. And then we have Marvel Age issue 90. So you got that Todd McFarlane cover there. I've had this forever. This is awesome, dude. So cool. What else do we have in here? Ooh, this is a nice little story. Marvel Tales, issue 11. We got Spider-Man and Daredevil there, so that's cool. We got more Marvel Tales, issue 22. This is reprints of Amazing Spider-Man. So that's nice. And then we have Marvel Tales, issue 31. These aren't worth jack, though. They're just cool to have. Marvel Tales issue 45 with him fighting Medusa. Marvel Tales issue 48. Him running in a jail cell. He's being chased. This is issue 51. How iconic and classic is that cover right there? When you think of Spider-Man, like that's what I think of Spider-Man back in the day, right? All right. This is issue 52. Is he in the hands of the Kingpin? That's awesome right there. Marvel Tales issue 54. Doing battle against Hammerhead. What else? And then we have Marvel Tales issue 99. I wish that was the real thing, man. Really do. Then we have Marvel Tales issue 130. That cover looks familiar, right? Where do you see that in my background? Is it right there? Right there? That's funny, dude. All right. And then we have issue 131 of Marvel Tales, fighting the Sandman. And then we have issue, I think it's 132. It's blocked by the price tag. So that's cool. 139, where he's fighting against the Vulture here. Love that cover, man. And then we have issue 156, a comic that was in my little kid collection, the original stack of comics I've had ever since. Such an awesome cover. Here we have a pretty faded issue 160. Then we have Marvel Tales issue 172. Same thing. This is one of the first Spidey books I've ever owned that was in my original little kid collection. Marvel Tales issue 188. Marvel Tales issue 201. Pretty cool cover. And then you have the beginning of an all-new Spider-Ham series right there. I love this cover. This is issue 203. Kraven and Tigra. And then we got some good stuff here. Issue 232 of Marvel Tales. Todd McFarlane. And you have Spidey and Dazzler on there. Dazzler getting all the love these days because they think that Taylor Swift is going to be Dazzler in the Deadpool movie. If that happens, if that truly happens, right? Everyone is going to see that movie because Taylor Swift is in it. So that's a really nice issue. Love that book. I've had this book for a long time. Another Todd McFarlane story here. Cover, I should say. Marvel Tales, issue 238. Then we have a 277 of the series. Nice cover with Silver Sable. Marvel team-ups. I love Marvel team-ups. Whenever I can get my hands on them for decent prices, I'll pick them up. This is Marvel Team-Up issue 3 with Morbius in there and Human Torch. That's a very low issue to have. And then we have issue 9, him teaming up with Iron Man. Then we have issue 12, him fighting the werewolf. Then we have issue 14, fighting the Submariner. Then we have issue 42, where he's teaming up with the Vision. Next, we have Marvel Team Up featuring Spider-Man and Iron Man once again. That's issue 51 of this series. Here we have issue 63, teaming up with Iron Fist. It's a pretty nice copy, not too horrible, I guess. Here we have issue 75, teaming up with Power Man. And then here we have issue 82, where Black Widow lies, which looks like dead on the floor. So we got that. And then we have issue 99, where he's teaming up with Machine Man. I remember getting this comic book when I was really young. When was this made? In 1980. I remember getting this in South Florida in a flea market in a random box where a person had comic books. And I remember that I saw this Machine guy and I was like, that guy looks cool, I want him. And then I saw Spider-Man here and I was like, oh, I'm buying this. I think my grandmother got it for like a dime or something like that, something stupid. Here's a comic that's pretty cool. Marvel Team Up Spider-Man and the Fantastic Four, issue 100. It's a nice cover right there, a little milestone issue. Then we have Team Up with Spider-Man and the Human Torch. That's cool. Then we have issue 129. Talk about those childhood comic books. This is one of them right here. Issue 129, Spider-Man and the Vision. Let's see what else we got here. Issue 133, where he teams up with the Fantastic Four. Marvel Team Up, where he teams up with Nick Fury. This is issue 139. Then we have the King Size Marvel Team Up Annual right here, where Spider-Man teams up with the X-Men. That's a nice little book right there. All right, then we get to something that's a little bit more modern. Marvel Team Up starring Spider-Man. This is issue 2. I guess this is the next volume of the series. And then I want to know if you guys collected these like 4-issue pictorial history of the world's greatest non-mutant superhero. This is issue 1. So that's interesting. This was $2.95 back in the day. This is going back to 1991. So that's interesting. I remember reviewing this recently. This is Spider-Man. This is issue 1 based off of the cartoon. So the same script that was in the cartoon was in these comic books. Oh, this is something cool. Check this out. Planet of the Symbiotes, The Amazing Spider-Man, issue 1. I bought this at MegaCon going back a few years ago before this became some type of spec, before the King in Black and all that other stuff came out. So I got issue 1. They sold this as a set. Planet of the Symbiotes Part 2. And Spider-Man issue, it says Spider-Man number 1, 1995 there too. But that's part 2 of the story. Here is part 3 of the story. And then here is part 4 of that same story. So that's really cool right there. Oh, and there's more. There's 5. Part 5 of this story. So I have all 5 parts of that. So that's really cool, man. Look at that cover. That's sick. I think I like doing this series better this way. I feel like I can showcase the comics more, and being that I'm standing or sitting, instead of standing, I don't get as tired reaching over the camera and shit like that. So I think I'm going to do it this way. All right, Spider-Man Unlimited, issue 1. That's not the first copy I have of this one. So I have that one, and I have another one. So I have 2 Maximum Carnage books, right? So yeah, that's cool. Might want to try to sell one of them. Then we have Spider-Man Unlimited. This is issue 3. And we have Spider-Man Unlimited issue 4. Cool cover here with Mysterio. And I got some Spider-Girl. I got Spider-Girl issue 22. I remember I had a subscription to Marvel back in the day where I got these comics delivered to my house. So Spider-Girl was one of them, right? And yeah, I wanted to see what Spider-Girl was. I had no idea at the time. I just was like, oh, Spider-Girl, let me check that out. Here's issue 24. Unfortunately, I do not have her first appearance. I would think I would. There's another issue 24. This is how it came in the mail, like with this bag and board. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. I have a lot of them this way. Issue 25. See, there it is right there. And I remember the post office, the people used to shove them in my little mailbox. There's issue 26. There's issue 27. There's issue 28. Issue 29. You got Nova in that comic right there. There's issue 30. Nice little cover. There's 31. There's 32. I should actually get real bags and boards for those. 33. And here's 34. 35. 36. I want to know how many of you guys have Spider-Woman comics. Then we have Spider-Woman. This is issue 13. So I think that's, is that Aranya? I'm not 100% sure on that one. Let me see, a couple of these fell here. I'll take the last few out. All right, and then we have issue 14. Issue 15. This is the most disgusting cover I've ever seen. Issue 16. What is that, dude? What is that? Oh my gosh. Issue 17. And then we have the last issue because it probably didn't sell. Issue 18. And then I have this cool little book right here, Spider-Man Kingpin to the Death. So this is like a little trade. So that's pretty cool. Stan Lee, John Romita, Tom DeFalco, and Dan Green wrote this comic. So there you guys have it. There is the 8th short box in my entire collection. If you guys haven't seen the previous parts, you can click on the playlist, or maybe I'll leave the link in the description box below for you to check out all the parts. But I'd love to hear your comments down below on what you thought of these Spidey books. And of course, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you want to check out more content, there's more content right here for you to click on. And of course, guys, as always, keep buying, keep collecting, but most importantly, always read your comics.